So sorry, it's not going to be much of an interesting update today, but just wanted to let you know that obviously my voice is still awful. I think I had some kind of infection on my throat. Maybe something to do with me putting my own finger down my throat to get some of the mucus out. But on Monday, I've got my next speech pathology appointment. It's every 2 weeks at this moment. And what we're going to be doing there is using this special breathing device to see if I can get some, see if I can tighten that lower esophageal sphincter according to her. That's what we're going to be working on, which is going to be interesting. Also, in my acupuncture session, I wasn't able to do it on Thursday like I was meant to do because obviously I'm sick. But hopefully next week I'll do another one. And also those herbs which I was meant to be getting, those Chinese herbs, I'm going to be hopefully doing that next week. My sister has actually found someone close to her at work who's got some, supposedly he's really good with acupuncture and he's got some Chinese herbs, so I'll be looking into that. What I would like to say though is that this week has probably been the most phlegmy week, like the worst week of mucus I think I've ever had. The amount of times I've coughed up like huge chunks of like yellow phlegm it's been disgusting, really. And I mean, does that correlate with these medicines that I've been taking? I'm not sure. I mean, I've been absolutely chucking down that Gaviscon stuff and having one of the PPI things each morning. I mean, I doubt it's related to that, but yeah, I mean, I'm not very trusting of like these medications anyway, but yeah, just thought I'd bring that to your attention because it's been just horrendous. I've had reflux worse than ever before. Like during the night, a few days ago, and I think I did mention this in a video, I'd had so many teas that day, and it's almost like all that stuff was kind of sitting there. That's what it felt like. Obviously, it's like stomach acid and stuff, but it's like that liquid. You kind of feel it in there. That's what reflux is like. And I had to do steaming in the middle of the night just to try and thin some of that down. It was just a nightmare. Yeah, literal nightmare, I suppose. And yeah, the sleeping these days has been pretty terrible. I mean, it's always bad, but because it's actually hurting there, it's been difficult to get some proper rest in. And I have been mentioning this every single video the last few days, but the relaxation of this area when breathing, it means I can actually like breathe through my nose without too much hassle. Like, even though I've got some of these, the biggest airways according to the ENT that he's ever seen. I said this yesterday. Or it was actually today, I'm pretty sure I did that video talking about yesterday. But even though I've got these huge airways, I still find it hard to breathe through my nose. But recently, because I've been able to relax all these muscles, it makes the airway inside a lot bigger because these muscles are getting out their way. They're not clenching down, which means becomes a lot easier to breathe through your nose. Because if you think about it, if it's tight here, yes, your nose is up here, but the air is going down here. So if it's tight here, it doesn't matter how big your nose is. It's just you're not going to breathe very well through it. So it's a very simple concept to understand, but you know, I didn't seem to think of that before. I was just thinking, oh, this is, you know, it needs to be bigger, and why is it not working and stuff. But again, if you're clamping down here, if you're all tense everywhere, if you're anxious and stuff, yeah, your breathing's going to be crap, and it's going to affect obviously sleeping at night and stuff as well. And also with sleep apnea, for example, that's a big thing. So many people have that, and you've got all these machines people use. People in my own family have these sleep apnea issues. I myself have that stuff. Not the machines, although I wouldn't mind trying those out. I know they're really expensive though. And I'd prefer not to rely on the technology if possible. But yeah, if you can loosen that tongue and the jaw and stuff, because in sleep apnea, it's basically your tongue like kind of getting almost swallowed, which causes people to like literally stop breathing for bits at a time. Sorry, I sound absolutely terrible, I know. But yeah, by relaxing these things, they basically get out of the way, and it makes your breathing a lot easier. So I'd recommend doing that, even just for a few days, doing that progressive muscle relaxation. And that's really, really helped me. And when I can start using my voice properly, and I'm really excited to see how that translates into singing, because, I mean, theoretically, that should make a huge difference. Because, yeah, you're taught all the time to make sure everything's relaxed here. It should just be like a bell. But in recent days, when I've been doing this progressive muscle relaxation, I can get a kinesthetic awareness of how it's meant to feel there. And now I can basically just do it like on tap. Which is really, really cool. And it's something I should have done a long time ago. But yeah, basically by listening to these things in your ear, immersing yourself in that, there are so many things on YouTube. I could link one, but there's just so many. So just go for your life and listen to those. And hopefully you'll see a big difference soon, because I certainly have. So it not only helps with singing, but yeah, also sleeping and stuff as well. And I'm excited to see how that translates. At the moment, it's really uncomfortable anyway, so I'm not thinking about that when I go into sleep. But yeah, usually if you go to bed and for 30 minutes before you're just doing the breathing when this is all relaxed, you should have a much better sleep. And I'd recommend you try that out and see for yourself if that works for you. But yeah, that's it for now, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.